All right, so I'm gonna try to show you. I'm gonna try to show you why I always played the English. So this right here, it's Empire Dawn of the Modern World. This came out in 2003. It was like 750 megabytes. Check it out. That's right. This is what skirmish. This is still Germans. No, Franks. So every nation. No, this goes from medieval times to World War II. And check them out. They have multiple nations. You got the real-time strategy building. I know the graphics looks old. I know. I see them myself. I understand that they look old. But look at the fog in the map, the gold mines, the trees, the animals that you can hunt down. It's very familiar, right? Very familiar to Age of Empires 4, right? Yes. Especially that is 17 years ago, or more than 15 years plus. Check it out. So there's the upgrades here for the villagers. The villagers here, town centers to create your villagers. If you created a town center, you have to put 10 villagers inside, and then it will become a town center. So right here, you see he just picked up another upgrade right there. Boom. You get to build the lumber, so you can get closer, or a resource facility. I forgot the name of the resource, but basically now with that there, all of your villagers could actually get the gold and put. I know you can get the gold in. This is what I'm talking about. So this right here, 2003 game. Let me see the comments though. Amazing warfare stuff. Continue your videos, man. Okay. These people that are here are probably my age. I'm 33, so they have to be on that age frame. Because this is our generation type of thing. Check that out, people. Okay, I'm throwing this here because I got a couple of comments why I was the English, and this is why. You see how the town center now is a town center? He put a bunch of citizens in, and then it becomes a town center. Now he gets to do double the production of citizens. Does that sound like the Age of Empires 4 that we play now? Yes, bro. Age of Empires. Yes. I'm gonna fast forward and see if we can get to see a couple of fights. See all the farms. That is nice. Oh, we got here a little bit of fighting. I don't know who came here to fight, but this guy is shooting at his villagers. He's moving them around. That's nice. Oh yeah, you got special troops, special attacks. This thing was extremely look. He has cavalry units right there that he could get going, and I think this is basically 1 versus 7. So now he's in a pickle here. What is he doing? I have no idea. He's actually fighting with the villagers. The Franks villagers, they get to they have health regeneration. I don't know why, but now he has his own cavalry unit, so now he's gonna start killing them, which is nice. And then you get to actually level up. You could start from the medieval times and then level up to World War II. And the good thing about this, the modding community in this game was crazy good. So think about that. It's an old game. It's extremely moddable. The developers on this time, they were not so picky about who could actually build and mess around with the game. So everybody could do it. And I remember that it was the best part of actually owning this game. All of the mods, scenarios that you could download and play with this, it was amazing. So he's gonna go for mass production. See, it's the same shenanigans as Age of Empires 4. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna leave that to you guys, so you guys can get to see why I have that. I always play as the English. So now hopefully you guys get to see where. Check that out. Look.
As well as using the same engine, allowed the team to flesh out the game visually.
This thing was amazing. The English, they had this was like redoing historical warfare, so you will learn about from the age up to the modern age. World War II right there, boom boom boom.
And mostly its own unique buildings. There wasn't the tank. Each nation had its own tank.
Yep.
Same with airplanes, cavalry,
So check it out. Every single nation had their own units specifically to that nation. So we're looking at 2003, people.
archers, you name it. There is the strange lack of snow and jungle environments that were present in the previous game. No idea if this was a budget or a time issue, but map variety does suffer a bit because of this.
Oh, this is the North Africa campaign here with the US coming through. Casablanca.
Since the game is left with only 2
GIs.
biomes to use as environments.
And then, so yeah, you have grassland and deserts. This wasn't an issue back then. I had an amazing time with that simplistic grassland and desert. Just don't let nobody stop you. Come on now, keep going.
Also, while clearly looking much better than Empire,
Look at that, look at that, look at that. You had amazing battles. Look at that. The cavalry units, archers, and then siege equipment. See, are you guys looking at that? It's the same concept.
Earth in many aspects, the soundscape is similarly nightmarish.
Same
The
damn
overabundance of
concept.
stock sounds constantly repeating themselves can
Look at that. This is the Russians, I believe. Mass production, the Russians, that's what they do. This is an outpost right here.
be too much at times, especially the horses.
Look at that. Oof, I remember that little sound right there. Bam, 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 bam. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Have you ever had these lights pop up on your truck? Without the correct
these
tool,
people
you're
are
stuck with
so-
an expensive tow bill and a
Get out
repair
of here,
shop.
man. Get
I
out
don't
of
ever
here.
want to hear a horse dying again. Let's take a look at the campaigns. There's 3 of them, and they're not
Oh,
great.
look. Okay, all right. Hold up. Stop right there. Richard the Lion. Look at the names, though. Richard the Lion. Admiral G. General Patton. It was extremely well put that the fact that you will learn from history without not realizing that you were learning. So that's how good the game was. I have no other ways to express how good this game was.
Before I criticize the campaigns, I have to say that I'm very biased here. This was never the true appeal of these games to me, not even as a kid. I'm more of a skirmish battles kind of guy.
I loved the
I always found the
campaigns, to be
sandbox
honest.
nature of these to be much more interesting and fun than the narrative constraints of the story mode. Not just in Empires, many RTS games do this, but I don't remember any being as restrictive as this one. Let me show you. Let's take a look at the first campaign, The Adventures of Richard the Lionheart during the Middle Ages. We start with a cinematic cutscene where you learn that your brother Henry is clearly up to no good. After making a quick mental inventory of his lands, Richard realizes his town of Clairvaux isn't as well defended as he would like it to be. So he travels there with his brother Geoffrey. Once you get there, you're told that the town needs more stone to build proper defenses.
Holy moly, this thing right here is back in the days. So how down here, you gotta go around getting some stone to fix, I think it's the church or something like that. The whole map has a fog of war. You have to bring, oh my goodness, this is
There's a
bringing
quarry
back
on an island to the
memories. Look
south,
at that.
so you have to go there by boat and defend the quarry as you take the resources. At this point, you're given a trebuchet. Why? I don't know. I'm mostly fighting infantry, so at first it seems like a weird choice. It does have the ability to launch plague-infested cows, so I was more than
That was funny. So trebuchet is sending cows, dead cows, so cow disease. That was the way for the game to actually have some way to control the masses. If you had a huge army, you throw a couple of those bad boys and then the whole army was suffering.
happy to use it. The stone from the island isn't enough. You're advised to go talk to a stonemason that might know where to get more. He is in an unreachable part of the map. It took me a minute to figure out that the correct path to the stonemason was taking the boat upriver, finding a watchtower, almost getting killed by it, then using the trebuchet to shoot at it across some hills, and then landing my 2 characters safely. This is some rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle kind of shit. The stonemason needs his tools. You're right.
So here's the thing though. This is back in 2003 when they wouldn't hold your hand for the games. So the developers would make the games. They'll, figure things on their own. They knew the game and then they'll throw it out there. And then the public had to figure out what the heck they were supposed to do in the games. So that's actually why it's so straightforward that this is how it's supposed to be. That's why this is what you get when you have things like that, basically.
To his house where there's some bandits. Persuade them, then recover the tools. Your villagers can now gather stone from ruined buildings scattered around. Still not enough stone.
Yeah, you end up actually getting the stone from the church.
You then have
I'm
to
not
decide
mistaken.
between tearing down parts of the town church or the castle to get the remaining materials. I don't know, maybe this was a test to see if the player believes in God or something. Oh well.
Yeah, the church. Fuck the castle. I mean, you keep the castle as a defensive unit. The church has to go.
Don't tear it down completely though. The town will get upset. Anyway, now there's enough stone to build the one tower needed to complete our defenses. You are then finally given full control of the town to prepare for a big bandit attack. You repel them and mission accomplished.
Yep.
The fact that a lot of the mission is your 2 riders and the trebuchet is visually very amusing. It looks like the piece of artillery is their loyal mascot. Gameplay wise though, it's kinda boring. The game is called Empire's Dawn of the Modern World, and I'm roaming the countryside with my brother, killing bandits, talking to stone mace,
What else you got for me, man? What else you got for me?
with their
Campaign.
swords. No, you want to build a city.
Has tended
Come on, show me what you got. Come on, YouTube. Come on, man. Stop getting on my way to victory
to
here.
constrain be limiting it all.
I doesn't really know how to deal with them.
Ooh. Yo,
For
the
example, one of
battles
the Chinese units is a dude with a
on
bow and arrow strapped to a
freaking
kite.
on the ocean.
These guys are
things were
hilarious.
amazing. Look at
They
look
look
at that.
like something out of a cheat code. Make enough of them and the AI doesn't really know how to deal with them.
Yup, the AI
great.
with the other players do
But
know
some
how to
things
deal
about the
with them.
narrative
Come
make
on
me
now.
think that they took many liberties with the actual events as well.
So
Now,
there's a lot of
I understand that
critics
it's not a game
here,
developer's
but
job to
this
teach
game
history,
right here, this
but some of
game
these story
back in the
bits sound like
days,
straight up
it
fan
was
fiction.
making
I
moves,
know next
okay?
to nothing about either Richard the Lionheart or Admiral Ji Sun Sin, but I do know a fair amount about World War II, and I don't remember General Patton being an African 42 on a secret mission to stop the Germans from developing nuclear weapons.
Well, so the game itself, what do you call it? It gave itself a little bit of freedom to create a character, character with the people that they were actually making you play as. So yeah, he's right. There's a little bit of things here and there that they are not really coming straight out of history. However, come on now, that's the whole idea behind the game. And he's not actually showing. All right,
No,
skirmish.
not other players. Those would wreck me, I think.
Let's see.
But figuring out the AI and outsmarting it, getting to a point where you can predict almost every move.
So see, he
to me,
didn't
it
like
never
to
gets
play
old.
with
With
other
Empires, the
players, and
developers
I
aim to
actually
exploit
love
sides of
that.
the fan base by offering different modes. Research showed that players were split pretty evenly between preferring a slow empire building approach and a faster, more action-focused pace.
Yeah,
And so
no,
the game
I was
divided
actually
empire
into
building mode and action mode. Empire
scenarios.
Builder is all about slow-paced defense.
Nah,
More resources are available, but less villagers are allowed to gather at a single resource point. Technology research is cheap, but age advancement is expensive. Fortifications are also way stronger. Action mode has more citizens allowed per resource point with faster gather rates.
oh
but
yes.
these will run
Okay,
out
I'm
eventually.
gonna stop it
Age
here.
advancement
So, what he's talking about skirmishers, and what I loved about this game is about the custom mods. If you look it up, you will see a bunch of mods that are actually very similar to the games what we have as mods right now in a lot of games. Pretty good game for the age 2003, and yeah, that's why that's the answer right there, man. Why do you always play as the English? This is it. Empire Dawn of the Modern World. This is exactly why I play as the English. So I'll leave you guys with that one, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, our goal is to get to 100 subscribers. We're almost there. 89 subscribers. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.